Hi everyone, my name is Gabriel Brown or Black Ribbon. A few weeks ago I posted a video saying that I was going through a tough time and that I would update you guys. I've been putting it off because I really don't like being vulnerable on my channel. But I feel like sometimes it's necessary to let people know when you're going through something, and I'm going through something. And I'm not gonna script this video, I'm just gonna speak from the heart, and hopefully everyone will understand. As some of you may know, about 6 months ago, I applied for a chance to go to space with Inspiration 4. I met some really incredible people, and I got pretty close, but my friend, Cyan Proctor, won instead, and while I was disappointed, I was really, really excited for her because she's an amazing person. And I recently got to go watch her launch in Florida, and it was incredible. I was able to mitigate the pain of that loss because around the same time, I also applied for something that I've known about since 2018 called Dear Moon. This is the first civilian mission around the moon funded by Japanese billionaire Yusaku Maezawa. My mission was to be the first person to write and record a song in space that would hopefully increase people's interest in seeing our world from a heavenly perspective. There's something that astronauts talk about called the overview effect, and it's a feeling you get when you see the entire planet out the window and you realize that's all we have. All of human history is on that little blue dot. And it's said to create the ultimate feeling of empathy and respect for all of humanity and the world that we live in. Not a lot of people have experienced that, but I believe that through my music and through other artists' work, we can translate that feeling to people on the ground and increase the empathy and love we share for one another. That was my goal. What I didn't tell anybody is that I was selected through most of the process, and I was really, really close. I was so close that I'm actually not allowed to talk about the process. I was preparing and believing that I was gonna make this dream of mine, this lifelong dream of going to space, a reality, and going to the moon, no less. The last 6 months were the happiest days of my life. And then a few weeks ago, I got an email saying that I had been cut from the running at the very last stage. 1 million people had applied. They had gotten down to, I think, around 20, and then they cut me. And I really kind of lost my way now. For the first time in my life, I finally felt like I found what I was meant to do, what I was made for. And I was so close. And now it's already been a rough couple of years. And I've been trying to stay strong and stay focused. And during the Inspiration 4 thing, I made it known to the internet that I have autism, and that was a very difficult step for me. I have a difficult time talking about my autism on the internet for a number of reasons, but mostly because I've been afraid that once that information was out there, it would limit me, it would prevent me from doing the things that I wanted to do, becoming a pilot, joining the military, becoming an astronaut. That shouldn't be the case. And autism isn't a disease, nor does it define me, but it's a part of who I am. And it's the lens through which I view the world. And while many people have gone on to be incredibly successful who are autistic, the world still doesn't really understand it. And what people don't understand, sometimes they fear. I believe that space should be for everybody. If one human can go to space, all humans should be able to go. And while we may not be there yet, the more we talk about it and dream about it, the closer we get to making that happen. And so I'm talking about it. My dream was not only to be the first to write and record a song in space, but what I really wanted to do was inspire people like me, and show them that even if you are autistic or neurodivergent, you can still accomplish great things, that it doesn't have to limit you. And while it may come with its difficulties, it also comes with gifts. And that determination and focus that often comes with autism can be a tremendous asset. But as I'm experiencing now, when you give your all and it's not good enough, it's pretty devastating. I mean, for 6 months of my life, I believed that I was going to the moon. And once that was taken away, how do you come back from that? How do you find anything motivating after losing something like that? My whole perspective had been shaped around that dream, and now the dream is gone. I'm sorry, I really wanted this to be more positive. I wanted to say, but one day it'll happen. I think the problem is that right now I don't believe that. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop trying. Part of being tenacious is chasing something even when it feels impossible. And maybe that's what makes this challenge so enticing to me. Only 24 people have ever been to the moon. I have better odds of winning the Nobel Prize or becoming president than that. And yet, I was so close. Just so you guys know how difficult it actually is, the cheapest way to get to low Earth orbit is on a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. The odds of me paying for that myself are pretty low. It seems like, at least for now, the best odds I have of going to space are convincing the right multimillionaire or billionaire that my vision and my dream is worthwhile and beneficial to them and the world. Good luck with me, right? But anyway, I was so close. I can't think beyond that. That's been my last 2 months since the rejection. It has been, what do I do? How do I fix this? How do I make this happen? This is all I've ever wanted. What do I do? I'm 31 years old, and my entire life I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And now that I finally figured it out, and I was this close to it, it was taken away. So yeah, I'm not okay right now. But I will be. Because for the first time in my life, I've found something that fits me. Something that I feel like I was meant for. I've always felt like I had the brain of an engineer and the heart and soul of an artist. And the Steer Moon mission, which was literally to bring artists to the moon, it just fit. It just made sense. And I think I'm still in denial a little bit that it's over, because then I was willing to give everything for this, to be a part of something bigger than myself, to make a real difference in the world. I would have given my life for it. And that still wasn't enough. Yet through it all, I don't regret this. I've met some incredible people through this experience. And as painful as it is to watch them go on without me, I'm very excited to watch my friends achieve their dreams. I really wanted to go with them though. I'm sorry. I really don't like being a downer, and I really do. I have a lot to be thankful for. It's hard for me to think about that now. I know there are people who are a lot worse off than me, and I even hesitated to make this video just out of, respect for them. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining about something that doesn't seem like a big deal, but I've had hardships in my life, a lot more than I've talked about on YouTube, and this is probably one of the hardest things I've had to face, because the death of a lifelong dream, after being so close, it feels like the death of a loved one. It's a crushing, debilitating grief that I can't really overcome right now. I know I will someday, and I'm working on it. That's probably one of the reasons it's difficult for me to be vulnerable. I don't want people to see me struggling or upset. I'm the oldest of 4 siblings, so that kind of ties into that too. As the older brother, you gotta be there for your younger siblings. But I also value honesty. I think it's important that you can bare your soul to the people that you care about, and I care about everybody who follows me and who watches the stuff that I do. And my goal is to motivate and inspire people. I've set the bar pretty high though. For the first time in my life, I feel like I may have found an impossible task, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop trying. In fact, I'm not gonna stop trying. That's one thing about me, I don't give up, much to the annoyance of many of my friends and family. And I'm telling you this so you can hold me accountable. I will fight and train and look for every possible opportunity to make this dream of bringing my music to space and making a difference in the world a reality. And I may try till the day that I die, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop trying, because the moment I stop trying is the moment I guarantee that it never happens. But I realized something through the pain and the grief that I've been experiencing, and that's that I don't need to go to space to make a difference. So my brother and I, Basic, are still writing an EP. And instead of being about the victory of going to the space, it's gonna be kind of a story of the journey. Space should be for all of humanity. And I really wanted to represent that, but we're not there yet. We might be one day though. And that's what I hope to inspire with this new EP that I'm working on with my brother. All right, I think that's it. I had a big list of things I wanted to talk about, and once I started rambling, I have no idea if I covered everything, but I think the gist of it is out there. If you have any questions or you want to know more about my journey or my experience over the last 6 months or into the future, please reach out to me on Twitter is the best way, at Black Griffin on Twitter. I answer as many questions as I can. I try very hard to be there for the people who follow me, because you're there for me. And why shouldn't I be accessible when I owe my career to you? You know, I think far too many creators feel like, develop this sense of entitlement when they get a big following, as if they somehow earned your subscription, when in reality, every person who subscribes and watches the video is giving their time to you. It's a gift, and that's how it should be treated. And so I truly, truly thank you all for watching my content and through supporting me through all this, even with the YouTube algorithm trying to shut me down. Thank you. And I will continue to fight and work hard for you. Also, before I go, I feel like I should say through all of this, I harbor no ill feelings toward Jared Isaacman or Yusaka Maezawa. On the contrary, if you guys are watching this, I want to thank you for bringing me so close to my dream. The last 6 months have been some of the best days of my life, because for the first time in my life, I finally believed I was doing something that I've wanted forever. And you've inspired me to believe that while it may be difficult, it's no longer impossible. I should also thank my patrons on Patreon. You guys have really helped me get through these past 6 months, because I haven't been doing a lot of work. So thank you for supporting me. I'm not gonna do my usual sign out because it doesn't feel appropriate, but please, if you're new to this channel, feel free to check out my work and see if there's anything there that you think would be worthy of going to space. And yeah, and if you're curious to see what happens next with either my music or my personal journey, please feel free to subscribe. I'm gonna try to be more personal with my audience. I think that's important, even if it's difficult. Thank you very much for watching and for being patient and understanding. And hopefully one day, all of us can experience what it's like to see our world out the window of a spaceship. Until then, I'm Gabriel Brown, or Black Griffin. Thank you for watching. I love you all.